Hello from where it all began 40 years ago, almost 41. Our very first road trip consisted of 2 weeks down to Lake of the Ozarks and all around this area for our honeymoon.
This is where it all began on Lake of the Ozarks. This place is really special to us because as a kid, I grew up on this lake. My grandfather had a really cool boat and we came down here and went boating. And I just love it here. And we made many trips here after we first got married.
Yes.
And
for our honeymoon, Ed's grandpa let us have one of his boats for the 2 weeks we were here to cruise around the lake. It was so much fun. So
this is kind of an unplanned road trip. We are on our way to Kansas to our niece is graduating from nursing school, and we're on our way to her graduation. We decided to take some back roads.
We saw a sign.
Yeah.
Lake of the Ozarks, Bagnall Dam. And here we are.
I know, back on our midweek chat, we thought, oh, maybe we'll go to Jefferson City. We didn't know. we didn't know. So here we are, Bagnall Dam, Lake of the Ozarks. Let me show you around a little bit. Lake of the Ozarks is a very unique lake in Missouri because there is houses built here. So this was built by the Union Electric Company back in the 30s maybe or something like that, and there's a lot of private property around the lake. So as you look around, you see some really nice houses out here. We actually had a friend that had a house here on Lake of the Ozarks that loaned us their house for a honeymoon, so it was great. We love this lake. We love boating on this lake. It's very popular. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to boat today, but I wanted to show you the dam and some other things. We're going to actually go down here and try to get a spot into the state park tonight. We don't have reservations, so it's kind of impromptu, but they have some excursion boats here. You can take excursions out on the lake. They have dinner cruises and all that. It's pretty neat. Let me take you up here and show you the dam. Sign here with some facts on it. So I was right. The construction started on the dam in 1929 and continued on through the 30s. So this is a power generation dam. It generates power, and it's on the Osage River. Here is one of the turbines that's out of the generator there. Look at that thing. It's massive. So let me take you over here and show you. You can see what it looks like. This lake is massive. It goes about 40 miles up to the next lake. I think it's Mark Twain Lake up there, and then there's another dam up there, but this was the first one built on the Osage River. It impounds 600 billion gallons of water, so it's pretty good size. It's kind of thin lake. It's not really wide like some of the massive lakes you see out west, but it's pretty cool. Up here before the dam is what's called the Strip. Back when I was a kid in the 60s, this was really a hustling, bustling area. So a lot of people came from St. Louis to take themselves on their kids on vacation, and that. Today, it's kind of suffering age a little bit, but to us, we have some memories. So we're going to go up here in a little bit and take a look at it, but probably won't spend a lot of time. Let's drive across the dam and take a look at that. Just as I was closing out that last shot, headed up to the Strip area, a guy came up to me. I mean, we're in Missouri, so everybody
we talk to strangers.
Everybody talks to strangers in Missouri. This guy came up to me and goes, "Hey, I noticed your video, and you can get a better video if you go to the bottom of this road." So
here we are at the bottom of the road.
And
the spillway is right there.
Yeah, so there's no water running through it. It doesn't look like they're turning the turbines right now either. So yeah, just thought we'd bring you down here and show you the dam really quick, and then we'll get back up there.
Dog Patch. Is it Dog Patch? Yeah, but not Dog Patch USA. I think that's in Arkansas. Anyway, so when we were here on our honeymoon, I did a lot of shopping in here. And we're gonna go in. I'm gonna go in because Herky's with us. And I'm gonna look around and just see if it's anything like it was 41 years ago. And across the street is a muffler man. We're so excited because, you know, a lot of those are on Route 66. This is not Route 66, but they have one. So anyway, it's gonna be really noisy because, you know, we're in Missouri and there's a lot of big trucks that make big noise.
It's gonna be really hard for us to video here with all the music playing, but back in the day there was a huge arcade. There's a smaller one, but they had all kinds of, I remember there was a guy, you'd open up an outhouse door and there was a guy sitting on a toilet in there and he would say, "Can't you get any privacy around this place?" or something like that. So anyway, you know, it was typical 1960s humor. It was a lot of fun though. I forgot about this place. This is like a massive arcade back in here. Look at this. When you see the front, it's just the beginning of everything. But this place is massive. It even goes farther back. Take a look back in here. We're going inside this place, so Nancy's telling me there's a few surprises in here. So she was in here and came and got Herky and said, "You got to go in here."
Crabs, which are so popular with the kiddos. Take a gander at them. I'm sure you're going to find a hermit crab to your liking.
I'm running out on my iPad. I'm running out of things to do in here. Can you please come help me?
Okay, so nowadays you gotta pay $1 to open the door. Back when I was a kid, you just open it up. I don't think I'm gonna pay $1 to open the door up, because yeah. Hey, before we left town, I wanted to show you something here. So behind me is Chief. Back in the day, it was called Injun Joe. And there was another muffler man sitting near here that was called the Country Bumpkin. So it was a young guy with freckles and that on his face and a straw hat. That was taken down for restoration. In 2016, they took this one down. If you go to the site Giants of America, I think it's on the internet, you can see a lot of things where they've done a lot of restoration on these. So anyway, they took this down in 2016 and sanded it down and really redid it, painted it with auto paint so it'll last for many years to come, and put it back up. So just wanted to show you, we've chased these all over the country looking for these on Route 66 and other places. So anytime I see one, I got to stop and take a look. Okay, we're done. It's 4 o'clock here and we're done fooling around, so we need to get down
to the state park. Lake of the Ozarks State Park.
We have no reservations.
No, but it's Wednesday and school is still in, so
we should be able to get something.
May 10th, we should be able to.
So stand by just a second. We're going to run down there. Herky.
And if we get in, we will show you the park.
Herky's licking my arms. I'm sweaty. All right, we're going to get in down here to the park, so let's see what we can find.
Well, that was fast. We got here, we backed in at Unhooked. I got our stew warmed up, we ate, and now it's raining.
Well, the good thing is we got a campsite for the night. So
yes.
The bad thing is we're going to walk around and show you the campground. So and it's raining.
Now we're going to drive around and show you the campground. All
right, let's load back up in the van. We're going to drive around a little bit. The campground is massive, so we're not going to be able to show you everything, but just show you a little bit of it if we can. But here we go, Lake of the Ozarks State Park. All right, real quick, before it starts raining really hard, I'm going to show you the campsite setup. So we asked the guy to give us the best site he could find for us. We just took whatever they gave us at the gate, and they gave us this lakeside view. It's pretty nice. Much interesting here. I run down here and I see a structure that I think is most probably a CCC structure. So you know, when I'm at these state parks, this is one of the things I'm always looking for. So I had to run in here and take a look at it. I just love these things. Let me turn the camera around. So yeah, you can definitely tell. I'm looking to see if I can find a plaque or something, see if this is a CCC structure, but it's got all the telltale signs. I mean, look at the logs. These are hand hewed. That's still got the bark on it. So this lake was formed in the 1930s. So they got the bathrooms here. And this was probably, so the beach is over there. So this is probably meant to be like a concession. Oh yeah, definitely. Meant to be a concession stand. It's a shame. I hope these buildings can be preserved because they're fading fast. But a lot of parks they have preserved them. I am searching for a plaque and I don't see any, but I am 100% sure this is a CCC structure. So the good thing is they have a good roof on it, and if you can get a good roof on there, it does keep things from deteriorating too fast. The problem here is the water runs off and hits the concrete and splashes up on the logs, and that's what causes that rot. You can see that the ones up the top are fairly sound, but wow, good find. So glad I found it. I imagine there's a lot of these kind of structures around here. We just don't have the time to go hunt them down because we're on a road trip, but thought I'd take you in here and show you real quick.
Good morning. We had a fabulous night's sleep. The rain was gently coming down. It was really relaxing. Anyway, and there was a fellow runawayer here. Her name is Nancy. She's from Wichita, and we had our pictures taken together.
She has a cool camp. And so we spent a little time chatting with her and swapping some road stories and looking at each other's campers, so it was really good. Hey Nancy, it's nice running into you. And
hopefully we will again someday.
We might even see her today because she's headed the same direction that we're headed to.
On the same road.
We might bump into her. So what I'm doing right now is first thing, because when we're boondocking and that when we do get a campsite, I want to make sure that I empty all the toilets before we go. So yeah, all as in two. So we got all the trash out of the van. So those that know, that don't follow us, know that don't know that we have a toilet, a cassette toilet in the van and one in the camper too. So although they did not need to be emptied, we went ahead and did that. Well, we don't know when we'll. Yeah, because we don't know when the next spot's gonna be. I mean, we'll be at your sister's, so. But. Anyway, let me show you what this looks like. I'm not going to show you me doing it, but let me show you just for those that don't camp in state parks. So you can see we don't have anything on the front of this thing because we're not camping on this trip. We're just on the road, and so we don't have all our normal camping gear on the front. So kind of lightens the load a little bit. They got this turnaround here, and you can pull up to this dump station here. So in this door right here we have one cassette toilet, and then in the van we have another. So I've just completed all that and washed everything, got my hands all nice and clean now, washed my hands, and so we are all set to be on the road for today. Nancy mentioned that there was Nancy, and she is down there. I don't know if you can see her run away, but she's pulled with a ProMaster City. So she's got a really nice setup. She's a biker. She likes to ride bicycles, so she uses the ProMaster City for her bikes. And anyway, so she's really close to us. So alrighty guys, that's it. Let's get on the road and see what the day brings. We really don't know. We're gonna head down 52 towards Wichita. So it's fun stuff today. All right, it's been a long drive since we last left you there at Lake of the Ozarks. We have been battling weather all day long.
Right now it's beautiful. And we are in Yates Center, and we are at the town square, but sadly, this is one of the towns that have an empty town square.
It's pretty desolate. There's some
Yeah.
really cool looking buildings.
Beautiful buildings.
And then
but
we've seen a historic fort down the road here, just as we crossed into Kansas. Fort Scott. And it was raining really hard. We wanted to stop there, but it was raining really hard. So this is the first time, and the weather's great now.
Yeah,
so
now.
Alrighty, let me show. I got something I want to show you. This is really cool here. So what I decided to do is come inside the courthouse and show you around. It's quiet as a library in here. They got this really cool courtroom here. I'm gonna walk in here and show you. I think you're gonna like it. So I just stepped inside the door. This thing's like straight out of the movies. It's really cool. Let me show you. So this is an active court. You can see the judge sits up there, and there's the defendant and the plaintiff. Really cool. The jury sitting there. I think this thing is awesome. I love the ornate artwork in the glass. And this is the only courtroom that I think I can see in the building, but this is pretty neat. So, you know, I guess if I wind up here, I want to be sitting over there or something. But look at this gate. Man. I mean, this is all just like you would see in the movies. It's really cool. I thought you'd like to take a look at it, so I brought you in here, but let's go outside this room and look at a couple of, listen to the floors creaking as you're walking. So the court is in the upper floor of the building. I'm just kind of looking around here. You see the clerk's office. Look at this awesome staircase with the ornate handrail. Just no telling all the stories this place could tell. But here's the main floor. There's the registrar's office. Look at this cool little clock up here. County engineer, county treasurer, and the county clerk. Okay, what'd you think about that? That was unexpected surprise for us. I love these little towns. You know, they got tons of these around Indiana like this, and it's just really cool running into one here in Kansas. So I have a friend who is an attorney, and he loves pictures of old courthouses around the country. So one of the things I do is when I travel, I snap photos of those and I text them to my buddy Phil. So Phil, there's 3 pictures coming to you today of this place. I think you'll really enjoy. Take a look over here. There's an old hotel. I mean, you can just imagine, like, you know, horse and buggy days, and back in the day, this town was really hustling, bustling. Now it's kind of forgotten, but take a look over here. So behind me is the Hotel Woodson. I failed to mention that this is the county seat for Woodson County, Kansas. And you can see the old hotel there from back in the day. Really cool. You got the Farm Bureau, all these different stores. And you know what things I like is that the streets are paved with brick. I was just looking here, the Cross-Eyed Catfish Trading Company here. It looks like they're closed for the day, but you know, I just love, my imagination runs wild when I walk around this place and look at all this, to see the courthouse. And you know, you think about the lives that were involved in building this and people that poured their life into this. It's you know, to found this town and this county in Kansas, and it's pretty cool just to think about it. But I really enjoy it. Boy, the weather turned out really nice for us. So, hey, I'm gonna catch back up over here. Nancy's been taking Herky for a little walk, and find something interesting here. Let's take a look at this. Got a couple sculptures here I think are pretty neat. Caught my eye, so I ran over here. A little girl holding a cat and a little boy flying an airplane. It's in honor of Patricia Adkin and John Adkin, MD, for their contributions to the medical profession here in this town. From friends and families. Gotta love it, right? All right, like I said, I need to walk back over here because the van's on the other side of the courthouse, so I need to walk back over here and take a look. Oh, here's another thing. You see this small town Indiana, but you don't see this other places around the country. I know those of you that live in cities have no idea what this is, but let me show you this. Look at this thing here. So this is where you come when you live outside the town and you don't have water. This is where you come and get your water. So this is a well here where they can come get water. Pretty neat. It says don't drink it, so I don't know what the story is with that, but you see a lot. There's a switch there to turn the pump on and that, but you see a lot of these in Indiana and certain places too where there's not public water. But oh, look over there, Yates Center Public Library. So that's no doubt a Carnegie Library. There's thousands of those across the United States. If I had more time, I'd run over and take a look at it. But I want to go up here because there's another building I want to show you. Look at the old hardware building. It says the John and Patricia Adkin Grand Ballroom. So they've taken the old hardware store and turned it into a ballroom. So the Adkins were the family that you've seen the sculptures of. So obviously prominent members here in town. Awesome. I'd love to know some more stories. Date on the building says 1884, so gotta imagine that this was founded around that time. But oh, it's awesome. I wish I had more time to spend here and get some more history, but it's cool looking around.
In this video right here in Yates Center, Kansas, right outside of the courthouse.
Yes, I have no idea where we're at.
No.
So sorry for the short video. Sorry there wasn't as much content, but man, we were battling rain really bad.
Yes.
So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next Sunday.
Bye now.